Hi friends! I did a 5-in-1 coloring challenge to help me get back to coloring with alcohol markers. If you haven't colored in a while or if you want to try something different, then this video might give you some idea what to color next. But first, let me share with you a couple of challenges I tried and failed. It's been a month since I last colored the page, and the first challenge I tried is to color with markers that I seldom use. These are all from the Ohuhu Honolulu Pastel set, and I didn't like how it turned out. Now I know that I shouldn't use them all in one project. The second challenge that I tried and I didn't like is to color a Christmas page. Here, I used only markers from my Ohuhu Kaala set. And I was happy at first, but since I didn't plan the colors, I didn't like what I ended up with. So I also didn't enjoy coloring very small items. Now let's go to my 5-in-1 challenge. So for my 5-in-1 challenge, this is the page that I colored. And challenge number 1 is to use only the chisel tip or bullet tip of markers. I love using the chisel tip, so this challenge makes me excited. I love the sound, the texture, and it is more satisfying for me than using a brush tip. However, it's harder to color with the chisel tip because I tend to color outside the lines. Also, the ink dries faster and it is more difficult to blend. But the level of difficulty makes this challenge even more exciting. Challenge number 2 is to use only one set of markers for coloring. I decided to choose only from my 40 Ohuhu Oahu markers. Here they are. And this helps narrow down my color choices so I can start almost right away. Or else, I'll spend the whole night choosing colors from all my marker sets. If you want to know the colors I used, then check the list in the description below. Challenge number 3 is to use only one marker for underpainting. For this challenge, I chose sky blue to add shade to each color. I used this page to test my markers, and here is where I tested the underpainting color for my project. I love mixing colors, and that's why I enjoy underpainting. Using a single underpainting marker made my coloring page more cohesive, and I saved some time since I only needed to decide the color once and use it for the whole page. There's still challenge number 4 and number 5, but first, let me show you my process of coloring this page. You can also jump ahead if you want to know the last 2 challenges now. So first, I colored all the green areas on my page, and those are the plants, the leaves, and the grass. I used vivid green to draw the leaves, and then I used blue to add shade or to add texture to the plants. I left some areas white to serve as highlight for the plants. I also did the same thing to the bigger plant or the shrub, but this time I drew the leaves bigger. I also used blue to draw the vein on the leaves. Then I used the lighter color pale green on the white spaces, and this green has a bit more yellow in it. I used the chisel tip to draw the blades of the grass, and then added blue on areas where I want the grass to be darker. I also used the flat tip to draw wider areas on the grass, and this technique adds texture to my coloring page. I like doing this better than swiping the whole area with a brush pen using the same green color. I colored the grass one area at a time so that the colors can blend before the ink dries up. I also use the pale green marker on the highlight areas, and that gives the grass a bright yellow color. For the flowers, I used pale blue violet and pastel violet, but later on I changed my mind and colored everything with wine red and geranium, and then lightened it up using the Colorless blender. Here I am coloring the grass again after letting the ink dry, and this adds more variety to the green color on the grass. I also made sure that the grass is darker in the shadow areas under the girl, the plants, and the ducks. For the headband, I used blue, pale green, and Canaria yellow. I used these colors to create a texture on the girl's headband. For the wooden fence, I used blue on the darker areas and colored over it with brown gray. I also used blue to draw texture on the wood and then colored over it with brown gray as well. On the lighter areas, I used yellow with the brown gray to give it a brighter color. I also added shadow between the wooden planks using the blue marker. I used the same brown color on the stones and on the shadow areas on the grass. Then I added a third layer of green and blue markers to create more contrast between the shadow and the highlight areas. To color the ducks, I used pastel peach and yellow. Since I'm using a chisel tip, it's difficult for me to color accurately. So instead, I used the flat tip to create texture and variety on the duck's colors. To color the gloves, I used blue and melon yellow. And one thing I like with this Oahu set is that it has a lot of yellow tones that I like. I used blue and warm gray under the ducks to give them a muddy appearance. I wasn't really sure about this, but I liked how it looked in the end. Since I'm using blue for underpainting, you can still see blue on the grass and on the fence. I'm not a bit worried about that because later I can color over it with green or brown gray and the blue will simply disappear under those colors. I really love using the chisel tip, especially when coloring these boots. Then I made a mistake by using brown gray on the girl's legs. But since I can't go back, I used the brown gray as shadow on her legs and on her arms. I also added yellow on the highlight areas of her arms and legs. And in the end, I like how everything turned out. For the girls' clothes, I used the yellows and the greens that I have used previously, and this ties up the whole look of the page. After that, I had to charge my camera's battery, but off cam, I changed the colors of the flowers from violet to red and added more shade to the grass and the fence. Challenge number 4 is to finish coloring in one evening. I really wanted to finish this project after failing 2 challenges, So I gave myself a time limit. I was able to color everything in one night and then shaded with some gray markers on the next day. Challenge number 5 is to edit and upload this coloring video. Sharing my coloring page to others makes me happy, so challenge number 5 adds an extra motivation for me. Your comments also encourage me, knowing that you guys appreciate what I do. So, here's my final coloring page, and I'm so happy about it. Thanks again for being here, and see you in the next one. Bye!